Hey everyone, and welcome. If you've spent any time with JavaScript, you know it's full of these little quirks and really powerful functions. So today, we're going to crack open one that's a classic source of confusion, and yeah, a big favorite in technical interviews. You've probably been there, right? You're trying to validate some input, maybe from a form, and you see this function pop up. It seems so simple on the surface, but really getting how it works, that's the key to writing bug-free code and, let's be honest, to absolutely crushing that next coding interview. So let's imagine you're in that interview. The interviewer might lean forward and ask you, straight up, what is the use of isNaN function? By the end of this, you are going to have an answer so solid, so confident, it'll be a total mic drop moment. All right, so to really nail that answer, we have to start with the basics. What does isNaN actually look like it does on the surface? So at first glance, it's pretty straightforward. The name is not a number literally means is not a number, and its whole job is to tell you if a value is, well, not a number. Seems simple enough, right? But you've probably guessed there's a twist. And this is where it gets really interesting. See, the true behavior of isNaN all comes down to this one secret step that happens behind the scenes, and it's a step that catches so many developers off guard. And here it is. This is the secret sauce. Before isNaN does anything else, it first tries to coerce, or convert, whatever you give it into a number. This one piece of information, right here, is the key to mastering this function. It changes everything. It all breaks down into a simple three-part process. So, first, JavaScript takes your input and tries to force it into a number. Now, if that conversion just doesn't work, like you gave it a word, the function returns true. But if the conversion succeeds and it becomes a number, the function returns false. Okay, theory is great, but seeing this stuff in actual code is what really makes it click. So let's walk through a few quick examples to see this whole conversion first thing play out. Let's look at three classic cases. First up, we give isNaN the string hello. JavaScript tries to convert hello into a number, and it can't. The conversion fails, so the result is true. Next, let's try the string 123. Now, JavaScript looks at this and says, oh yeah, I can totally turn this into the number 123. Since that conversion succeeded, the function returns false. And finally, we just give it the number 45. Well, it's already a number. The conversion is an instant success, so the result is, once again, false. You see, that hidden conversion step is the key to all of these. So, okay, it's a cool bit of trivia and it's a tricky interview question. But why should you care about this in your day-to-day coding? Well, it actually has some really practical uses for building solid applications. So where do you use this? Well, you use it to validate user input from a form, to make sure you don't get weird calculation errors that could crash your app. But the real win is in that interview. When you explain this correctly, you're not just answering a simple question. You're proving that you get a fundamental, core concept of JavaScript, type coercion. And that shows a much, much deeper level of understanding. So there you have it. The mystery of isNaN and is officially solved. It's all about that secret first step, that type conversion. So my question for you is, thinking about this now, have you been using this in your projects? Or maybe, will you start using it differently now that you know the secret? Drop a comment below. I'd really love to hear about it. Thanks for diving into this with me.